An important part of your studies and research is looking at primary sources, which begs the question, what is a primary source? We call a source primary when it gives a first-hand account of an event, of a person, or an object. Primary sources have been created at the time of the topic you discuss and function as original documents. It is important to remember that primary sources come in a variety of forms and can be written or non-written. They can be archives and manuscripts, letters or diaries, scrapbooks or posters, newspaper clippings, photographs and ephemera, interviews or sound recordings, and artifacts such as furniture or clothing. Don't forget, even social media or blogs count as primary sources. The main characteristic of all these sources is that they are contemporaneous with the events you describe. They are personal viewpoints, descriptions, creations. Regardless of the time period you study, primary sources will be important to your research. Unless you have physical access to the source, for example, by visiting an artist's archive to look at their letters, most of the time you will be looking at a digital reproduction of that source. While many databases of primary sources, such as Gale Primary Sources and Just Historical Texts, are subscribed to by our library, other resources are available open access, such as the British Library Catalogue of Illuminated Manuscripts. You may have access to additional databases through your public library or as a walk-in user at a national or university library. To access these resources and more, visit the online resources page of our website. If you need further help, contact a librarian. To get you started and to show you the range of resources available, library staff have created study guides for various time periods available on the VLE's page. Many primary sources are included in these study guides. Do not forget that in such cases the materiality of the source is getting lost. You may not be in a position to appreciate the scale of a source. Observe all possible markings. Look closely at annotations, feel the texture, or even smell the object. All of these little details place the source in an even closer historical and cultural context that enhance or even alter its meaning. Primary sources are important documents for your research, and they strengthen the argument of your essay. Nevertheless, these represent the author or creator's personal views, and they are closely related to the cultural context of the time of their creation. Do not forget that they can be biased. For a more complete picture, it is necessary that you use secondary sources as well. Thanks very much for listening, and happy researching!